getting off the train. I want you to meet my girl. Let's go see George at Wilson's Repairs.
Hey, George.
Hello, Wilson, old man. How's business?
I can't complain. When are we going to sell me that car?
Next week. I got my man working on it now.
Works pretty slow, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. And if you feel that way, might as well sell it to someone else after all.
Well, I didn't mean that. I meant that.
Go get some chairs, why don't you, so somebody can sit down?
Okay.
I want to see you. Get on the next train.
All right.
Meet on the lower level.
Okay.
Terrible place, isn't it?
Awful.
Does her good to get away.
Doesn't her husband object?
Wilson, he's so dumb. He thinks that she sees her sister in New York. He's so dumb he doesn't even know it's alive. Let's go catch this train.
I want a dog. I want to get one for the apartment. They're good to have. A dog. What kinds do you have?
We have all kinds. What would you like, lady?
I want a police dog. Don't suppose you got that kind?
That's no police dog.
Yeah, it's more of an Airedale. Look at this fine coat. It would never bother you if you had a cold.
I think it's cute. How much is it?
This dog, it'll be $10.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
That's a bitch. Here's your money. Go and buy 10 more dogs like it.
Hold on, I have to leave you here.
No, you don't. Myrtle will be very hurt if you don't come up to the apartment. Won't you, Myrtle?
Come on. I'll telephone my sister Catherine. She said to be very beautiful about people who ought to know.
Well, I'd like to, but...
I have to bring up the McKees. And of course I have to call my sister too.
Let's have a drink. Hey, Myrtle, let's go over here.
My dear, most of these fellows will cheat you every time. All they think of is money. I had a woman up here last week who looked at my feet, and when she gave me the bill, you'd have thought she had my appendix out.
What's the name of the woman?
Miss Eberhardt. She goes around looking at people in their own homes.
I like your dress. I think it's adorable.
It's just a crazy old thing. I slip it on sometimes when I don't care what I look like.
But it looks wonderful on you, if you know what I mean. If Chester could only get you in that pose, I think he could make something of it.
I think I should bring in some modeling figures that would change the light and hold back all that hair.
I wouldn't think of changing the light. I think it's...
Ugh. You McKees have something to drink. Get some more of that mineral water, Myrtle, before everyone goes to sleep.
I told that boy about the ice. These people! You have to keep after them all the time.
I've done some nice things on Long Island. 2 of them we have framed downstairs.
2 of them?
2 studies. One of them I call Montauk Point, the gulls. The other one I call Montauk Point, the sea.
Do you live down on Long Island too?
A little West Egg.
Really? I was down there about a month ago at a man named Gatsby's house. Do you know him?
I live next door to him.
Well, he said he's a nephew of the cousin of Kaiser Wilhelm. That's where all his money comes from.
Really?
Yes!
Chester, I think you could do something with her.
I'd like to do more work on Long Island, but I need to gain entry. All I ask is that they give me a start.
Ask Myrtle. Haha. She'll give you a letter of introduction, won't you, Myrtle?
Do what?
You'll give McKee a letter of introduction to your husband. So he could do some studies with him. George B. Wilson and the gasoline pump, or something like that.
Neither of them can stand the person they're married to.
Can't they?
Can't they stand them? What they say is, why go on living with them if you can't stand them? If I was them, I'd get a divorce and get married to each other right away.
Doesn't she like Wilson either?
Those pieces of poop. He is a bad person and I don't like him. Don't say that. I don't like him at all. I don't like him one bit.
You see, it's really his wife that's keeping them apart. She's a Catholic and they don't believe in divorce. When they do get married, they're going west to live for a while until it blows over.
It'd be more discreet to go to Europe.
Oh, you don't like Europe? I just got back from Monte Carlo.
Really?
Just last year, I went over there with another girl.
Stay long?
No, we just went to Monte Carlo and back. We went by way of Marseilles, and we had over $1,200 when we started, but we got gypped out of it in 2 days in the private rooms. We had an awful time going back, I can tell you. God, I hated how that town.
I almost made a mistake. I almost married a little geek who had been after me for years. I knew he was below me. Everyone kept telling me, Lucille, that man is way below you. But if I hadn't met Chester, he would have got me.
Yes, but listen, at least you didn't marry him.
I know I didn't.
Well, I married him, and that's the difference between your case and mine.
Why did you, Myrtle? Nobody forced you to.
I married him because I thought he was a gentleman. I thought he knew something about breeding, but wasn't fit to lick my shoe.
You were crazy about him for a while.
Crazy about him? Who said I was crazy about him? I never was any more crazy about him than I was about getting into a taxi with him, and I didn't hardly know I was getting into a subway train. All I kept thinking about over and over was, you can't live forever! You can't live forever! My dear, I'm going to give you, as soon as I'm through with it, I've got to get another one tomorrow. I'm going to make a list of all the things I've got to get. A massage and a wave and a collar for the dog and one of those little kid x-rays. Will you touch the spring? And have it right through the black silk from Mother's cream that'll last all summer. I've got to write down a list so I won't forget all the things I got to do. Daisy, Daisy, Daisy! I'll say whatever I want to! Daisy, Daisy, Daisy!
Come to lunch someday?
Where?
Anywhere.
Hands off the lever.
I beg your pardon, I didn't know I was touching it.
I'll be glad to.